What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Let me grab my deck here so we can pull a card for the collective, for everybody, from this beautiful deck. And we're using the new camera, guys. I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum of maybe 15, 20 minutes. Because I have to test this out much more as far as us running out of, room or where it ends up stopping on us. But anyways, let's get to it. What do we have for collective spirit? Now we have a couple cards, guys. Jeez, man, they came right out. I'm gonna show you both of them, man. All right. We have the Temperance, and the Ten of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see it. It's focusing in with the camera. I can just see it on a little screen, but those are the two cards, man. Reflect on them, see what you get from it. Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to be spending more time with these cards and just leaning into them, but I'm going to be using the other deck. I got some insight, and someone mentioned to me that does tarot that I should use the original deck because this deck kind of is not the typical, like the Rider-Waite. So it'd be better for me to learn off of the original deck first, and then, as I feel called to use both. But so let's get into it, man. How y'all doing? I hope you enjoyed the short I posted earlier today, we're gonna just get into it, man. I don't know where this video is really gonna fully go, but I can tell you right now, I've been getting comments, as you can probably see on the channel yourself, and also emails, because I've been preparing something that I'm gonna bring to this channel with two different individuals, and we're gonna collaborate, and so I'm looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, you just reminded me, after I do this video, I'm going to reach out to one of them, let them know we got the camera in, and to figure out a time and day. And we go from there. But as I said, man, we're bringing a lot to this channel, and I just want to mention to you, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please share, please comment, please like. I appreciate it all. I appreciate the comments that you guys bring, and you share your journey and your path and your story. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. And I don't take that lightly, and I respond the best way I can and know how, from the heart. And it feels really amazing. I mean, if you notice on the video, I've had communication with somebody in Australia, somebody in France, and they're finding my channel, and we're communicating, and they're putting their journey and what they've gone through, and how they relate to the videos that I'm bringing. And I'm truly blessed and grateful, man. Even though, like I said, we have 52 subscribers, but I'm grateful for every single one of you. And I know that I'm excited because I know that, they're already here. Just because it doesn't show in the external, like it doesn't show on the channel, 100,000 people are subscribed and commenting and all this stuff. You're here. And that's how the quantum field works. That's how it works. It's already here. We just have to trust. It's just like I was in a live today, and I'm not going to mention names, but I was in a live, and the communities that I belong to. And what was interesting is what was spoke about is divine connections. And to be honest with you, I've been feeling that for a very long time, that it's coming. And it's coming this year. She's coming. And that it's happening this year. And a lot of us around the world are going to be experiencing that, these divine connections. And it's not going to look exactly like we think it's going to look like and exactly what we thought it would look like. But these men and women that are coming into each of our lives, whether you're a female or a male, and whatever type of counterpart you resonate with, they're coming in to spark creativity in us, and we spark creativity in them and bring things out of them, and they bring things out of us that are a light to the world, to help shift the earth, because that's why we came here essentially, man. I'll tell you right now, if you're watching this channel, you are one of those souls who came here and incarnated here to shift humanity, to help shift the planet, or Earth, to help shift Earth. And I know deep down that I came here for a very big purpose. And again, you can't really define purpose, because purpose can be many, many different things. It doesn't mean, because like you see people like spiritual, like teachers that speak spirituality, oh, that's their purpose. It's not necessarily their purpose or our purpose. It doesn't necessarily define by a career or the way you're making money, or it could be just you opening a door for somebody and smiling and shining your light, or essentially coming into somebody's life and sparking an awakening within them by your energy. These are different ways that we can come here as a purpose. It doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, you're getting paid to do your service and that's your job and that's your purpose here on Earth. It's many different facets. How you show up, the individuals that you incarnated with. I mean, there's many things, but what's interesting is, as I was listening to a channeling, it resonated so deeply with me that well, multiple. First of all, like I said, a divine counterpart, and that this is happening from divine, and like I said, that is happening to a lot of us this year. It's not just me. It's a lot of us, and it's our time now. Like she said, I woke up, I was awakened very young, came here very young, and realized, well, obviously I came here very young, but I came here awakened very young, and I essentially feel like I've felt very isolated, very alone, very like I didn't belong, or I haven't belonged. And it's taken me a very long time to get to the point that I'm at where I feel grounded in my body. Because prior to an awakening / dark night of the soul / ego death / the death of one of my old versions of me back in 2017, I can tell you right now that I didn't feel grounded in my body, and I was told by this woman that was kind of a intuitive, and she would tell me that I was floating above my body, and it makes a lot of sense. I was experiencing a lot of depression and anxiety, and it clicked when I was talking to her and walking around. It didn't feel like I was in my body or even grounded into my feet. And what I've noticed, I would say gradually the last 5 to 7 years, that more and more my legs have gotten more heavy. I even noticed, I was telling my dad before he passed, probably last year, and these women, these places that we were going to see, these chiropractors that did kinesiology, muscle testing, and things like that. I was describing to her that it felt like I was walking around with cement blocks on my feet. And I remember telling her that in 2017. And it was around 2017, 2018, I would think. I would venture to say. And it was like, there was like, I kept telling her, it felt like I had like, I was in quicksand. That's an even better way to describe it. And I'm starting to realize that I was literally, I've been grounding more and more in my body. I've been becoming more and more in my body, like really solid in my body, and which wasn't the case before. And it was, she told me I was just floating above it, and that is typical with a lot of people, especially if you aren't really sure of your like place here. Not that I'm saying that I'm 100% sure of everything, but I know that what's interesting is she also described this channeler, all which, man alive, I have to finish listening to the rest on Patreon. But she actually said that there's an individual that was in my life, either a spirit. Now this is, mind you, this is like general, but yet when you like the button and you comment and you interact, you're sharing your energy so she can read off your energy. And I tell you, every reading that I've been hearing or transmission has got much more and more on point, like completely on point. And if you're interested, let me know. I will shout out in the next video her YouTube channel, and then you can join her Patreon if you like. I'm more than willing to do that, and just let me know. Shoot me an email or comment below, and I will definitely share it on the next video. But I can tell you this, that it was my father. And she said something about like he made a big impact, or it was a large audience, or something to that effect. I really don't know the exact words, but it was something to that nature. And that's exactly what he did. And then she said that this individual will be following kind of in their footsteps, and already is. And that is exactly what I'm doing with this YouTube channel and the other avenues that I'm working on currently behind the scenes that you guys don't fully know about yet. There's a lot of plans that I have, not only for this channel, but other things that I'm working on. And you guys are going to love everything and all of it. And I'm already seeing the feedback, and how much you guys love what I'm bringing and how much you resonate with it. And I'm so truly grateful for that. I feel like that it's not really me. I feel like Source and God and Divine is like kind of working through me, and my Father's working through me. And I'm essentially kind of doing a similar thing, because I have all this expertise and experience, not only with health, but anxiety, depression, porn addiction, drugs, alcohol, whatever you name it. I've gone through it, and I've experienced it. And I'm not saying that I'm this individual that knows it all. I don't. I'm learning every day, constantly new things, and I'm taking on new things, and I'm experiencing new things that are showing me and teaching me better ways to navigate the world. And then I come and I bring it to you guys, because I don't want to bring stuff that I've never experienced. I want to bring stuff that I have experience in or gone through. And I'm completely always authentic and transparent on this channel, and I will always be that way. And but he was speaking in front of audiences, helping, volunteering, doing consultations, all for free out of the goodness of his heart, to help others with what he went through. And for somebody to go through 4th stage Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer with a week to live, and heal from that, and go on that spiritual journey, and then again to have something similar, cancer related, in 2011. 97 was the first, then 2011, and then 2022. And to go through that and live that and get onto the other side, your purpose is huge. Your purpose is here to help others through and navigate through their difficult challenges that they're experiencing. And I'm finding that to be the same thing with all the things that I've experienced and gone through in my life. And I'm here to turn it around and serve and share and give my knowledge and experience and what I did to navigate and to go through it. So again, as I go on more and more, I will talk more about things that I've experienced and gone through and what I'm currently going through, because it's not easy. It's not easy feeling like you have one foot in and one foot out. And what I mean by that is one foot in the matrix, in earth, and then one foot out in the spiritual realm, because that's how I always felt. It was like one foot in, one foot out. And I never really fit in. I didn't fit in when I first appeared on this earth, when I incarnated in here. I felt like no one really understood me and no one really got me. And I was walking this path alone, knowing that full well that I had a spiritual team and guides on the other from the other side, that I would never have incarnated here with nobody guiding me and directing me, because there's no way I would have done that on top of having this veil of amnesia and not knowing anything. Imagine coming here with the amnesia, forgetting everything, and not having anybody to steer and guide you. Imagine how even more difficult that is. And I felt like I was walking around with a blindfold, hitting into walls, and knocking into everything, and falling and getting back up and falling and getting back up, and no one really knows somebody's path or journey until they walk in their shoes. And to sit there and say that the grass is greener on the other side, or this person has it easier than me. You don't know what they're going through in their mind, and what they're experiencing, as I experienced somebody taking their life last week. And I didn't know them personally, but I crossed paths with them multiple times, and they were younger than me. So it was a very dark moment for me, and very sad, because it kind of made me think about the fact that I can't save everybody. And I thought about it, well, what if he saw my channel, or what if I was able to talk with him when I crossed paths with him, versus just saying hello and walking by, and him being in his phone. So you just never know what somebody's mentally going through, physically going through. You just never know. And I don't care if you think you do, if you understand and you say, I've had a harder life. You don't know until you're in their shoes. You don't know what's harder and what's easier. You don't know what somebody's dealing with. A lot of us are dealing with karmic stuff that we're healing through, that we're breaking cycles, which one of them is me, that I'm doing for my ancestors and generational. And that's another thing she brought up, and it's 100% true, and it makes 100% sense. And I have gone through some rough, dark moments alone, that I know because I remember as a young age, and she even repeated that, saying that I would walk around saying that the buck stops here. It's stopping here with me. It's not going on to future generations. That it is stopping with me. And I remember saying that when I was a young kid, and I remember saying that throughout my life, even up until months and years ago. I was saying that, like, this is not going to continue. And so, man, that has not been easy. And I full well knew I was coming here to do that. And it resonates with me deeply when I was listening to that, on a deep level. And the last 7 to 10 years has been a whirlwind. And the fact of the matter is, I wouldn't take anything back, because I learned so much and grew so much. And to be able to come here on this channel and speak to you guys with these experiences and tips and tricks and things you can do to navigate this earth and what we're going through in this evolution, this one-time evolution that has never happened in the history of humanity. And so I didn't know I was going to come here and talk about this. And I never do, really. I don't plan this out. I don't have a script on the wall. Whatever comes through, comes through. And somebody needed to hear this. And, it could be somebody in another country. Like people have been commenting that they're from. And it blows my mind, and it's amazing. And, it just makes my heart, pitter pat. It makes it like just warm and tingly and jumping and just like, wow, I never ever saw myself at this point doing this. But yet it's funny because I was planning it, from the days of me going on social media platforms and going live, and me going live on this other platform that I still forget the name of it, which was well over 5 years ago. And I would just randomly go on there, and go live, and a few people would come in, and you have some haters coming in and, speaking garbage and trash talking and making fun of you, like, type of thing. And I still continued to do it. And those videos are still up there, and then to go to another platform and go live every week in 2020. And then to start this channel a little over a year ago. And there's other stuff that I've been working on with somebody else and other people collaborating for the past year or more that will be announced here soon. Just not yet. When the time is right, the time will be right. And, I'll be so glad and happy to bring it to you all. But I'm so happy there's a reason that this camera came in. There's a reason that I got such a great deal on it. And now I can shoot these videos in 4K with phenomenal sound. And I think that's where I'm going to call the video because of the noise outside. And I'm sure you can hear it. I just hope that you got something out of this. If not, that's okay too. It's always okay either way. I'm grateful just if you've watched it. And there's always, remember that even if you watch it now and it doesn't click or it doesn't resonate, there's a seed being planted. And that seed will water and grow at some point, and then it will click. Just like a brother of mine who I'm working with some things on kept reiterating to me about overdoing, which I've talked about numerous videos on here, and I'm going to continue to talk about that because that is so important in our evolution of humanity to be in balance, and how overdoing is not healthy, and it leads to health challenges. But that was one thing that he kept reiterating and pounding in my head was overdoing. Finally last week it clicked. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I was doing most of my life. I was overdoing. I was underdoing. It was never in balance. No, not one area in my life, not romantic, not financial, not spiritual, not physically. All of it was out of balance. And I didn't know how to get back in balance. And I found nature. I found breath work. I found Kundalini yoga. I found Reiki. I found all these different things that have brought me home to myself and in balance, more in balance. And when I get out of balance, I go in nature, or I do things that can ground me in my body. So we will talk much more about these tips and things like that. I love you all so much. Here's where we're going to call the video and end it. I hope you got something out of it. If not, that's okay too. Please subscribe, please share, please comment, please like. I love you all so much from my heart to yours. Please take care of yourself and each other. I love you so much from my heart to yours. Take care. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors. We got this.